All right, to give you an idea of how difficult the terrain has been, here's a trail. See that? That's nice. It goes on up that way. Problem is, see that white blaze on that post? This is the Appalachian Trail. Me and the monkey came from there. That's how tight of a trail we've been on. When the trail you're riding on your motorcycle makes the Appalachian Trail look like a highway. You know things have gotten brutal. But this is one awesome trail. I need to come out here with a chainsaw. If it wasn't for the downed trees, it'd be okay. It'd be a brutal trail. On my difficulty scale of 1 to 10, this is a 9.5. This is almost impassable. Like I said, if I didn't have a mini bike, I wouldn't be this far. I'd be turned around trying to wrestle my way out of here instead of continuing on. The Himalayan would not have made it to where I'm at, just because of the size and the weight and what I had to get around. If I could get the trail cleared out, maybe come back with a chainsaw strapped to the Himalayan and work my way through, I could do it. But this is the trail I'm going to bring people to when they want to come out and go riding. So I get a lot of people wanting to come out and ride with me. And I'm trying to find a nice loop to take them on. And I think I found it. You better bring your A game. All right, let's continue on. Hey everybody, it's been a long day. This was a shakedown run for the monkey, which is over there, facing this way to keep the noise from the creek from being too loud. I decided to go scouting a trail to see if I could get from the southern end of Shoe Creek to the northern end. And according to the map on my GPS and everything, there was a way. And so I took it. I expected it to be a dirt road, but it wasn't. That turned into one of the most brutal rides I've ever done. And I didn't even bring any camera equipment. I'm having to hold my phone and do this. I took a few little shots here and there, and I'll have to take some people in there and show it to them, but it was brutal. You can't get all the way through because of private property. I ran into private property. It's not marked on the maps, but it was. I ran into one of the property owners. But if I hadn't been on the monkey, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. I'd probably still be stuck back there somewhere, just due to all the downed trees and things across the trail, I guess is what you'd call it. Didn't look like a vehicle had been in there in years. It was brutal. Hopefully this wind isn't messing with the microphone. I'm gonna try to face another direction. I came to a gate on a road on the main trail I had marked off that said private property, and they didn't even want people walking through there because there was a sign saying no Appalachian Trail hikers through here. You know, it was that, you know, they were that serious about it. So there was another road, and so I took that one. That took me off my route, and then I came to another gate. But that gate was like an exit. It was to stop people from coming into where I was, but there was no gate on the other side. So I ended up laying the monkey on the side and just slid it underneath the gate and got through. And then I ran into a guy in an SUV. He stopped me on the road and said that was a private road and that nobody's supposed to be in there. And I'm like, just show me on here where I am. You know, I'm trying to figure out where I am at this point. And so he asked me where I came from. And I told him, you know, I came from about 30 miles south of here through the mountains. He's like, holy crap, on that? On that? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, if you made it through on that, I'll let you pass. So he let me go on through. So now I'm gonna have to figure out a way around his property. And there might not even be a way, I don't know. It stinks running into all these gates and everything in the National Forest, public land. But then when you get to a spot where you can actually go somewhere, you end up running into private property. So it's been an adventure. Like I said, that was probably the most brutal ride I've done. On my difficulty scale, of 1 to 10, 10 being impassable, you're not going to make it. That was a 9.5. I mean, it was brutal. I had to pick the bike up and lift it over logs and things to get through. And had I been on anything bigger than that 230-pound bike, I wouldn't have made it. Wouldn't have done it. Jeremy was supposed to actually come with me today, and he couldn't make it. And had he showed up on his TW200, we would probably still be in there trying to fight our way through. So that was pretty brutal. So I'm gonna have to keep searching for routes through the mountain and get ready for my camping trip. I'm going camping in a couple days, coming back up this way. Cool ride. So I'm gonna try to get Think Mud and a couple other YouTubers that have contacted me wanting to go for a ride. I'm gonna take them in there and show them, bring your A game, boys. It's brutal. Take care.